Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition Let's Play video, and this is part 140 of my Let's Play series. And as you can see, there has been quite a bit of changes since the last video. So firstly, you notice that the format is slightly different. So this time I have the top screen in the middle instead of in the top left corner. And I figured putting it in the middle just overall makes this much easier to watch, and I can also make the top screen bigger as well. And you might also notice that the bottom screen is almost eliminated completely. I only have the inventory hotbar showing now, and instead I'm just going to keep it like that instead of showing the entire bottom screen. So now there really isn't much of a purpose for my whole bottom screen to be showing, but I figure whenever I open up my inventory I can show it like right now. But other than that, it's mostly just going to show the hotbar in the bottom corner just like how it is right now. And I figured this is just going to make it look better and make it much easier to watch as a result. So in this video, I'm going to be going over some of the updates I've done off camera. So as you can see, that things do look a little bit different around here. So in my last video, I started on this new path design on the edges, and it's pretty much done for the most part around every portion of path. And also the grass part that surrounds those areas is also complete. I also added some more trees over here by my barn and the observatory, and also some other general vegetation work. So those are the updates there. And overall, I think everything I've done so far is pretty much completed. And that does include my house as well, of course, except for that door, which the zombies just keep breaking that down. Now, in this video, because it's episode 140, I figured why don't we celebrate that by adding a brand new monument to the Milestone Museum. And this milestone is going to reflect something that just happened recently on my channel, and that is my 4-year anniversary. Now, most of you guys know that my channel colors are red and blue, and I figured why don't I make a monument that uses those colors? So I'm going to be crafting a stack of red concrete powder and blue concrete powder. And I'm going to be using the concrete variants of this, but obviously I have to create the concrete powder first. So I'm going to go down to the beach down here and use this huge body of water to turn all of these into concrete. And in the meantime, I am going to be talking to you guys about a couple of things about the future of this series. So firstly, I have had some people talk to me about the old subscriber city that I used to do. And if you don't know what that is, it was basically a separate thing that I did for my Minecraft 3DS Let's Plays, where I basically had my subscribers request builds that I make in that world. And the last time I did an update on that video, or really a dedicated video of the subscriber city, was way back in episode 95. So it has been quite a while since my last dedicated episode. So I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys really want to see the subscriber city return? This will be the video question for today as well. So if you do or do not want to see the subscriber city return, go ahead and comment down below and tell me your thoughts, because I would really like to know if anyone wants me to continue the subscriber city or not. And other than that, my next tour video for this world will be episode 150, obviously, because episode 125 is my last one. I do videos like that every 25 episodes now. And I would say other than that, except for this new format that I'm doing on the videos, it's pretty much mostly the updates that are coming to this series. However, though, I do have a new series for Minecraft 3DS multiplayer. So I did manage to get multiplayer working through the Citra emulator, which is actually what I use to record my videos, and I'm using that right now. And a series on the multiplayer of Minecraft 3DS will be coming soon on my channel in early August. And I revealed that in my GenSpace Direct recently on my channel. And more information will come about that when the first episode finally releases. So we're just about to finish up here, and once we are, we just had to dig all this out, obviously, which could be considered tedious, but it's not really that bad. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead in the video until all of this is done. Alright, and with that, the concrete digging is complete. And as you can see, I have a decent amount of red concrete and blue concrete that I will be using to create this monument. And we are going to create it, obviously, all the way over here at the Milestone Museum. And I'm also going to be taking the revised path there as well. So basically all I did was I just added stairs to the end of the path just to make it look better. And I think it definitely does look better. And in the future, I will also have more things as well over here. And I may even do a new build over here as well with this little pond in the middle. That definitely will be a good idea in the future. However, though, in the next video, I'm going to be starting a massive new build, and it will take place all the way over there in the plains biome, as you can see. And that build, I'm going to be revealing in the next video, so stay tuned for that. It is grand and it is big, so that's all I gotta say. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into creating this new monument. Now, as you can see, my previous 3 monuments used 3 different variations of block. So the 110 episode monument used birch and wood, because birch and wood are more basic materials. And usually that's what you usually get when you start a Minecraft world. And then I put stone blocks around it as decoration. The second monument was stone bricks and blue wool. And this was kind of to celebrate the monument of my house, because I did use blue wool and stone bricks in my house quite a bit. And I figured putting those together would actually look pretty good, and it definitely does. And then birchwood obviously is the outer rim. The 130 monument, however, is the nether, which during the 120s episodes, I did go to the nether quite a bit. So I figured, why don't I make the 130 monument as themed after the nether? So as you can see, magma blocks and nether brick are the numbers, and the nether rack surrounding it is obviously the outer rim. Well, that is probably going to be something white. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be white concrete, because I was thinking of doing something with more of a design in it. So I was thinking of doing quartz, but quartz is kind of hard to get. It's not really hard to get, it just takes a lot of time. So I figured, I think I might just go ahead and do, I might end up doing white wool as my material as the rim. And let's see, so we have 3 blocks in between each memorial. And then of course, 1 block over is when that kind of angular part starts. So 1, 2, 3, so this is where it would go. So I'm actually gonna place a placeholder block here. And then in the middle, I'm gonna place a block. And then in the middle here, we have another 3 gap, we have another placeholder block, and then we have yet another block in the floor. And now we can start creating. So let's start with a blue, and then we can alternate like this. And then we can go upwards, so we can go up and up and up. And this one does have a 0, so let's see how tall it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 blocks tall, so that's 4. So I just have to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then connect it up. So there's the 0, as you can see. And each corner kind of has like a cohesive, like kind of angle with the same color. So it does work out. Now, all of these monuments obviously are not going to match each other. And that's kind of the point. Because if all these monuments had a cohesive design, then it wouldn't really represent the episodes very well. What I'm doing with these monuments is I'm just trying to represent these episodes with the blocks that they basically have. And as far as the 4 is concerned, we're going to start with it, hopefully 1 block in between. So because the right of a 4 is just a line, we should be fine with starting it like this. So I'm just going to make a tower of blocks, and then I'm going to go down a little bit and then go out 2, and then I'm going to have to place 2 blocks up there. So let's stack up with dirt and stack up. Well, if I can actually do it. There we go. So there it is. And we can just break this away. And there is the 4. And then all we have to do now is make the 1. So technically, all of these monuments have the same 2 numbers. So every single one of these monuments is going to have a 1 and a 0, except for the 200 one. But all of them will have a different middle number. And actually, the more that I look at this, I think adding an extra block will probably make this a little bit better, because if each number is 4 blocks wide, that might actually stick with a more cohesive design a little bit. So there we go. And then now we can just dig down. And finally, we can make the 1. And the 1 design is just pretty simple. It's just a simple line with a block at the end. So we could just stick 1 block from the 4, and then we start from here. Then we should just be 1 block away, and we are. And all we have to do now is just place 1 block to the left. And there's the 140. So now that we have that done, let's place the little corner blocks here, just like this on either side. And then the placeholder blocks will be right here. And this is where the white wool will start. And actually there is a sheep over here, but I don't have any shear, so we're just gonna get it. And then if this drops any wool, I will use it in the monument. Alright, and with that save out of the way, let's start by placing the first block, because I just kind of want to see how it's going to look. So I believe because the design of white wool and concrete is so different, I may just have to figure out something else. And, oh, there is a zombie with golden armor. Let's see if we get anything. Nope, we did not. So I'm thinking instead of just using white wool, I might just use white concrete instead. But the problem with white concrete is that white dye, it's kind of interesting to get because you do need like an oxide daisy and some other couple of flowers as well, because these flowers are not white. They're more of a purplish too. Alright, and that's going to go ahead and conclude it for today's video. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.